ibaar, so let's do this. Off we go with these players. Floyd in his man cave right now, ready to play some Dr. Mario. Got that pinball machine in the background there, and already off to the races is ibaar. See a lot of blue on that top line, and you're seeing ibaar looking to play a little bit more conservatively. Looks like he's got a little bit of garbage in column 8. Meanwhile, looking at Floyd's board, not a lot of yellow on that top line. He's looking to open something up, and it looks like he has through column 3. So has some pretty good access, but misflips on that double over in column 2. That'll slow him down a bit.
Yeah, ibaar has a lot of doubles. Unfortunately, a lot of them are horizontal, so you can take advantage of those, but it's going to be a little tougher. It's going to require some setup.
And you see Floyd here, he's going to be setting up for a nice clear. He's going to get the sweet tea, clears that yellow. He's down to 17. The virus lead right now with ibaar, but it looks like there's about a 4-second difference. These players pretty much in a dead heat in Flux.
Yeah. And ibaar managed to turn some garbage into gold. Would expect nothing less. And it looks like he's got a really clean board.
Floyd's starting to attack that right side. He's going to get this sandwich double, and he's down to 6. ibaar down to 5. A little bit cleaner of a board for Floyd as he is looking to get out of 8 first. You see the speed difference as well. ibaar on high, Floyd on medium, and Floyd now down to 3, and he's going to have this easy tuck. He just needs a yellow, and he's done. Out at 1:37.
Solid time. Really solid time. Would hate to be against that.
Meanwhile, ibaar really struggling here, has had to deal with garbage on both those extreme sides, and a questionable placement of that red-blue, but it looks like the goal there was to get the horizontal. He does get it. He's going to be forced to drop garbage down, but this is a very, very slow start here for the 5 seed.
You know, it happens in these situations. All you can do is shake it off, treat the next level as a fresh start.
And a good starting board here for ibaar as column 5 wide open, so he can play a little bit lower on the board. He'll get that easy horizontal double, but now he's running into the problem where he has no blue help. Meanwhile, on Floyd's side, he's already down to 20. He's cruising through this first set of stages here. A lot of red on that top line, tuck double there. As we approach the 2 3/4 minute mark here, a big advantage here for Floyd.
Yeah. Floyd had an embarrassing loss last month to the 16 seed. How do you recover from that, you know?
Well, with the disclaimer that 16 seed happened to be Dimwit, but
well, yeah. But yeah, I think he wants to play some Dr. Mario this month.
And he is really looking good here, already down to 5. You see ibaar starting to go to town here, but he's left a lot of stuff on that left side, so he's really got to start approaching that. He's going to need yellow help. Double yellow help specifically would be good, but when you might even be going horizontally here, he absolutely will. So he's down to 14, but Floyd out at 328. Floyd already making his presence felt.
Amazing. It looks like ibaar needs just a lot of yellow. Needs to unbury it as well, but he's doing just that, and he should be out of 9 in no time.
Meanwhile, Floyd running into a situation, not a lot of yellow viruses to work with, so he's had to stack garbage. Now starting to work through all of those issues, as he had the opportunity for a fat log with those blues and didn't take it.
Yeah, sometimes when you're just going fast, you stick with the first decision you make. I know in my games, I was a bit flustered after some bad RNG. I thought maybe I shouldn't go for the horizontals that I typically go for, so there could be some intimidation factor coming from the doctor.
Floyd's starting to open that right side up. Meanwhile, ibaar dealing with a very red-heavy top line. Really wants to get, especially on that right side, some stuff addressed. but looks like he's going to get a drill combo down. So he's down to 33 viruses here. As we approach the 5-minute mark, it is still very clearly in Floyd's hands.
ibaar slamming a blue-yellow right in the middle of what could have been a triple with those reds if he got the double red, but kind of immaterial as he's getting hardly any red at all. And Floyd about to get out of 10 here.
And I just wanted to note something here. You saw that double blue that ibaar tried to tuck. I think if he's on medium speed, he could have hyper tucked that, flipped it back over, and gotten the double I think he was aiming for. But it looks like Floyd here down to his final 5 viruses and really can attack those blues, especially the blue in row 2, however he wants. Elects to go horizontal with it. ibaar just stuck with a lot of UCLA Bruins on that right side of the board, and when there's all red underneath that, it's never good. But Floyd out at about a 540, 1 level left for him to go. Floyd playing extremely well.
Yeah, about a 15 virus lead for him right now, but 1 disaster is all it takes. ibaar visibly upset at how this first game is going. Perhaps giving up a little bit of hope and just holding out for the next game. But he's not out of it yet. I mean, he's got a controller in his hands, and Floyd hasn't finished yet.
ibaar really needs to clear efficiently, though, because if that clear rate goes down enough, it could vault John Nash right back into the standings. So ibaar really needs to think efficiently, even with the rotten RNG he seems to be getting here. He's getting anything that he seems to need, the doctor does not want to give him. But meanwhile, Floyd's still cruising, 32 viruses to go, and this is, if he starts getting a red surge, it could be a lot quicker than that. Ooh,
But
Floyd,
red he is not getting.
Floyd made a bit of a misflip and then immediately made another misplay, and you can see the frustration there on Floyd's face. This is giving ibaar a bit of an opportunity here to attack his board, and he's going to be down to 3 viruses. But this is a dicey situation. He's made a stack of garbage right in that corner, which is going to make those last 2 viruses very hard to access.
Yeah, at this point, Floyd is deep into level 16. ibaar can get out of 10, and it's all about confidence, right? Like, it's not just about the pills and the viruses. You've got to put yourself in a situation where you'll go into the next game feeling like you can take it.
ibaar was out at about a 740, so he's not getting lapped and has actually a very double friendly board. And if this was a bit closer, he might be in contention, but it does seem that this is a runaway in favor of Floyd, as he's down to his final 4 viruses, now down to 3, and then down to 2, just getting a great sequence here to work with. He'll get the tuck here. He just needs 2 blues, and he's going to be out, and we'll call it at an 8-13, 8-12 for Floyd. He takes game 1 pretty decisively.
Yeah. ibaar obviously struggled, ran into some issues at the end of 10, but again, he can shake that off, and he's proven that he can put up some good times. One of the things that surprised me, I joined the weekly checkup for the 6 through 9 runs that we did last week, and there were just seeds where at the top time would be in the 7 minutes. There were seeds where the top time would be a high 5. Like the RNG really does play a significant factor.
Alrighty, well, we've got game 1 in the books. It is 1-0 in favor of Floyd, and we're just waiting on readies from our players. We have a ready from ibaar, so we're just waiting on Floyd.
ibaar ready, sipping a beverage of choice. Stealing Floyd's strat.
I think ibaar's might be non-alcoholic. And here we go. Game number 2 off to the races here. We've only had 2 deciders so far through 9 matches. Those being Dawn versus Bidwell and our previous match, Watchma versus Influx. Everything else has been an outright sweep. And Floyd off to the races here. Has a lot of good setups. Floyd really likes sniffing out those horizontal plays, and he's looking to get a drop T here. Beautifully done. And Floyd already up by 5 viruses here as we approach 30 seconds.
And ibaar's board is a little bunched up in the center, but not altogether unfriendly. It'll look a little messy until some of the right pieces fall in, and he can make the clears that he's waiting for.
And you see him making those double clears, trying to open things up. He's leaving a lot of that yellow garbage hanging. He is going to have to address it at some point. It's just a matter of what here. With yellow on the top of 5, 6, 7, and 8, though, makes it very difficult to figure out what you want to do here. And as you see, he does have that well opened up now in column 5. He could suffer drop time, but it looks like he's just wanting to maybe attack underneath in column 6. It is currently 11-4 here. Floyd with an incredibly clean board, and it looks like he's going to be cruising to a very good time here, as looks like he might even get under 90 seconds depending on RNG here, though no yellows in sight for Floyd.
ibaar going for a horizontal, then realizing that there wasn't quite enough room for it to work out. A little frustrated by that, and still with yellow on 6, 7, and 8 like you mentioned. And those are sneaky, because if you're reacting to the pills that you're given, your gut instinct is just not over there when you get like a yellow blue or a yellow red. But unless they're getting a double yellow, you've got to do something with them.
Yeah, and ibaar looking to de-sandwich here. Looks like he will be able to do so. Didn't go for the rotation there. I think he's just trying to play it safe. Oh, he's setting up for that horizontal.
Exactly.
Great vision there, and he's going to get that horizontal. Good drop cross out at 216, but Floyd has pulled wildly ahead.
Pulled ahead, about a 17 virus lead from the looks of it, but still plenty of Dr. Mario to play.
And Floyd had a missed drop, but he's quickly taking care of it. And you see a missed drop on ibaar's side as well. Over on column 1, he looks like he placed something a little bit off vertically, but looking to fix it. Has it mildly fixed. Could still potentially set up for a horizontal. It looks like he might hold out for a double red. Bit of a risky proposition, but I like the gusto.
Meanwhile, Floyd just cruising over there, needs a lot of yellow, but nothing too desperate.
It's going to be a quad there. Didn't get the double red, and with an 11% chance of those coming up. It's an incredibly risky proposition, and now no top line reds for ibaar, as garbage is covering the reds he needs to access. Meanwhile, Floyd already on to 10, out at about a 320 out of level 9. So Floyd definitely playing with a lot of motivation here.
For sure. And this is the sort of play that you like to see. We've waited all month, and we like to see players succeeding in their setups. Not so much of that over with ibaar this side, as the RNG has just been really rough on this level 9.
Good vision by Floyd, setting up that double on column 8. Going to clear the garbage with a 0 drop. Nicely done, down to 22 viruses as he crosses the 4-minute mark. A very clean board. And now ibaar, it looks like Influx needs blues in a desperate fashion.
He's needed blues for a while, still needs blues, but he knows what to do when he gets them, at the very least. And I like this. He's doing the best that he can to reduce the number of blues he needs. He's going for that triple at the bottom.
And I agree. That is the right call to make. And he's going to get a blue surge. He's going to be out. So a good end game for him out at 443. But as soon as he hits 10, Floyd already in single digits. So definitely emotionally is going to be frustrating. But as you see Floyd making a bit of a misplay, it's not going to slow him down too much. He's going to definitely be out here. Going to at 5 minutes here down to his final virus and set it up beautifully for the horizontal. I really like that setup.
Yeah. If you got to make a misplay, it might as well be yellow on yellow. Nothing too painful to recover from.
Exactly. Floyd into level 11, 48 viruses to go.
And immediately forgoing a double opportunity for the yellows horizontally. A gift, perhaps, that he didn't notice it while he was looking at the rest of his board. But there are plenty of things that he definitely is noticing, as he's managed to get good color diversity on his top line.
Great tuck play there by Ibar, really starting to crank out some speed here. He is eyeballing a double. I like that decision making, not immediately going for that bottom row, and could really set up for a triple here. He's going to get this nice drop cross. This is the play I know Ibar was really hoping to have brought out, but just some really rough RNG, a couple of missed drops, and he is behind a bit. Floyd having some issues with blue. He's down to 22 viruses here as we approach 6.5 minutes. Floyd looking here to just cruise to semifinal Sunday.
Yeah, Floyd is playing for a hot time now. I don't have the list in front of me, don't know how viable it is, but with only 19 viruses left, he is well on his way out of 11.
He would need to finish at less than 7 minutes and 8 seconds to hit the top 20. So probably not hot time territory, but still looking good for him. And Ibar on 11 here. He's got 47 viruses to go, and now just getting hammered with reds he doesn't need. You can see just the visible frustration. Feel that on a deep personal level, Ibar. Really do.
And he's playing well. I agree with almost every single one of these decisions. They're the exact same sort of plays that I would want to go for. It's just things just aren't working out for him this month. But he's made it farther. He's made it into round 2, and that's important, you know.
And Ibar down to 26 here. Floyd still trying to get these last 2 viruses. Now he's just down to 1. And that double blue fortuitous. Floyd going to be out at a 7:45 and will advance to semifinal Sunday. Huge for Floyd as that picks him up a championship point. He's looking to overtake Leviticus and Watchma to try to lock down that 4 seed.
Good games to Floyd and good games to Ibar for sure. It's always tough when you cop a loss. I speak having very freshly copped a loss.
Yeah.
But that's the risk of this game, you know? You compete, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but losing to Floyd, no shame in that for sure.
And coming up next here is our next match, and that will be John Dat Flindo versus Sarah Sparkle. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Very, very big implications. We'll talk about that on the other side of this break. As Ibar finishes up. Perfect timing. We're going to take a quick break. Coming up next, John Dat Flindo versus Sarah Sparkle. Do not go anywhere, folks. This is the Dr. Mario Championship.